All right, thank you. Let me get to Mr. You don't take calls during this segment, only the vote.
He said he did this, the bank robbery through the drive-thru.
What? Mr. Anonymous. Mr. Anonymous, go ahead. You have actually done this to a bank.
I jacked a VW van, put a mountain bike in the back, drove up to a drive-thru with some Play-Doh wrapped in plastic with a piece of, like a little blinking light on it from a remote control car and a remote control little activator. Put it in the little tray with a note. And whenever the teller pulled it in, the note said, "Give me the money, I'm going to blow you to hell and back." And then I raised up the little remote control controller. She gave me all her money, and I drove off, and I got on the mountain bike, and I rode off in downtown. And it was a big city, so it wasn't very easy to find
So
me.
nobody caught you with this. How much money did you get?
I got a little over $2,000.
Okay, a couple grand. So
Yeah.
so it worked. So the vehicle, they didn't fingerprint the vehicle to tie it back to you. Did you cover all that?
Well, vehicles are very difficult to take fingerprints off unless you're touching glass or a mirror. Most of it's ribbed and ridged off of your dash and steering wheel, so it's not as easy as people think.
Okay. And how long ago was this?
Oh, this was back in 1992.
Okay. Well, according to our attorney, we've had calls on another bank robbery, because we have a lot of bank robbers that listen to the show, apparently. The statute of limitations are up. So, my friend, you're good.
Yeah, I know. It's also in another state, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if that's a felony, so they come get you across state lines, but the statute of limitations are up. So, hey, I appreciate you sharing that story. Do you feel guilty at all?
No. No.
What did you need the money for that bad to obviously roll the dice that you may be going to, some type of a federal prison?
Oh, I was an addict then.
Okay. What kind of drugs?
A crack.
Crack. Okay.
Yeah. I was a nut. I'd rob crack dealers. It didn't matter to me. I was rolling down in the projects with a pistol. And even ones that knew me, I didn't care.
What made you, Mr. Anonymous, go to the bank that particular? I mean, what did you wake up and say, "I'm gonna go rob the bank," or was it a few days into it?
No, I planned it, but I saw something on the movie that just triggered that.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that's a really good idea.
And you know what? You had more than a lot of people have the balls to do it and pull it off successful.
And get away with it.
Yeah. I did the other one, too. I took there was this old bank, and it had a little drop box, and it looked like a mailbox out there. So I went and jacked up a mailbox, unscrewed it, and painted it with the bank colors and put it next to the drop box and put an out-of-order sign on the drop box. People actually was dropping money in that one. I got more on that one, though.
How much money did you get on that one?
11.
Wow.
$11,000.
Yeah. I was sitting there and was watching them across the parking lot, and people would pull up. Now, there was a lot of them that didn't fall for it. They was having their drop bags, like, not convenience. Well, yeah, some convenience stores, probably some fast food places. And they're like, "Nah, we're not going to go for this. We'll wait till the morning to go in." But there was some of them that just pulled up and just dropped their little night drop in there. 2 or 3 of them. And then I just didn't wait all night. I went ahead after I saw 2 or 3 of them drop it. I went ahead and nabbed it back up and left.
Yeah. And anything come of? I'm assuming nothing came of that.
Oh, no.
Now, how did you cover up both of those incidences at a bank? What did you use as a disguise where nobody knew it was you?
Oh, well, I put on like a delivery outfit. I went and ran one.
So, and then you had I'm assuming like a hat or something that kind of covers up part of your face?
Hat, sunglasses. I had a white van, so it looked like I was a little security or delivery guy. Backed right up to it.
You were one hell of a... Because a lot of times the people who are addicted and on crack, they do really dumb things, but you're actually pretty intelligent to be on the crack and then think of these two things to get away with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, my IQ on the 10 scale point is 128.
You just do some crack on top of it.
Is that the only... Is that the only 2 times that you have robbed a place?
No, that was bank, so.
Yeah, that's just bank.
I robbed crack dealers, and I would run pimps down in Texas. I like them. Those are funny. I had a LTD, Ford LTD. Mm-hmm. And it was the early 90s, and so them were real popular police cars in the 80s. And what I'd do is I'd find a crack dealer that sell out of the car, and I'd start following him, right? And they get nervous, 3, 4 of them in there. When I see them getting nervous and start cutting down the alleyways and everything, I'd put the high beams on and I'd gun it. Man, stuff comes flying out the window. I just slam on brake, jump out with a mag light. I have a black hat on and a black windbreaker, and I start looking around. I find the little bag of dope, get them, get back in my car, and go to the motel.
That's it. You ever shot a man?
No, not since I left the Army.
Okay, so you've at least not shot anybody, but fantastic robber. Well, man, you're welcome to call back to the show anytime to see
hell
any
yeah.
insights.
I've actually called y'all before you.
Well, we got you on the voice disguiser, so I wouldn't know your voice from anybody else other than another chipmunk. But personally,
Well, it's like this. I still have that hog head.
okay. Well,
Nice.
now I know who you are.
Yes.
I know who you are from a conversation.
My calf now.
Well, fantastic. Well, hey, I appreciate your story this morning. Probably one of the best calls I ever got in my career. I'll have to tell you that. Thank you,
For
Mr. Anonymous.
sure.
Oh, I doubt that. Some little higher call you and you'll go all over that.
Well, you're welcome to chime back anytime. Thank you.
Anytime.
Thank you.